B'Shem Kol Yisrael. So this week's Parsha Vort, inspired by my good friend Rav Daniel Greenberg. Rav Daniel always asks the question, what can we learn from this week's Parsha? It's so deep, but how do I apply it to my life? So it's like this. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in a conflict with another individual? Maybe your brother, maybe your mother, maybe a friend, and you want to reunite, but you feel so disconnected. You wish they could just come over and apologize and say sorry, but they're not gonna. They're not saying sorry. Can you still drop your baggage and reunite with that person? Can you still feel the love? So the answer to that question might come in this week's Parsha. In the beginning of the Parsha, Yosef is finally able to reunite with his brothers. Does that come from a place where they come in and say, I'm sorry, we sold you down the river, we did a terrible thing? Actually not. We never actually hear Yehuda and the brothers say that they wronged their brother Yosef by selling him into slavery. And yet, Yosef is able to hug them, to reunite with them, and to say it was all for the good. It seems like he's able to truly forgive them. How? How does he do it? The key is to listen to the speech that Yehuda gives towards his brothers, towards his brother Yosef. In Rishon, his speech is all about how much responsibility he and his brothers are going to take for his brother Binyamin. It doesn't matter whether Binyamin is right or wrong. It doesn't matter whether they've done right, whether it's their fault. If they didn't steal the goblet, it doesn't matter. They love their brother Binyamin. Nafsho kshuro b'nafsho. And they're going to take responsibility for their brother Binyamin no matter what. Similarly, they love their father Yaakov. They have compassion for their father Yaakov. And they say he's going to die, he's going to be in hell if we don't bring our brother Binyamin back. So they're taking responsibility and showing their love and compassion for their father Yaakov. In other words, and at that part, when Yosef sees that, he breaks down and cries and says, wow, they're willing to learn from the past and take responsibility. I can love these people. So the key is two elements. Element number one, I think, is the fact that Yosef can see that these are people who are willing to learn from their mistakes, take responsibility, and become the types of people that are growing. Real emotional people that are striving to grow. And number two, I think Yosef is able to see that they love their brother Binyamin and they love their father Yaakov. Yosef also loves his father Yaakov and loves his brother Binyamin. When he can see that they love the same people that he loves, he can connect to them and say, we're not so different after all. We can love each other. So the lesson is, even if our friend, our mother, whoever it is, doesn't actually go over to them and say, I'm sorry for what I did, we can look with those eyes of compassion and see that they're just human beings who messed up, but they're striving to grow. They're doing their best. And that they love the things that we love. We have so much in common. Those eyes of love and compassion, we can give them the gift of forgiveness and love. And with those eyes of love and compassion, we can mamish bring the geula on our personal in our personal lives, and for the sake of all of Am Yisrael. Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos.